Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? Excuse me. How are you guys today? Let me make sure that everything is working, and then we will begin. But in the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to today? How's it going? Let me see here. All right, I think we are good to go. Just move something. I feel like my desk is off. I need the coffee closer to me though. One. All right. Sure. All right, let's go ahead and move on over. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How are you today? Sassy, you were first. Welcome in. How are you? Also, let me lower this music for both you and for moi. I think I need to change my name to Eternally Exhausted Lady Panda after only 2 days of work. Oh no. Sassy, I'm so sorry to hear that. How was today? How did it go today? This coffee I made today, accidentally too much foam. So it's gonna be, might be a little bit messier today. but we'll see how it goes. I'm sorry to hear that you are exhausted. Maybe it's just the first week, you know? Maybe it's just the first week that you're adjusting to, and then it'll just all come together. It was an overall good day, but they are just taking forever to end. Oh no. How are the kids though? Brand new class. And are you teaching the same grade? I can't, is something changed, right? Or your subjects? No. I don't remember. Refresh my memory. Refresh my memory a bit. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, Ponce! Welcome in. How are you? How's your day? How goes it? Good, just working. Nice, nice. I can't wait till once it, like... I like when you're in the process of something where then you can show me, like, stuff that you're working on. But there's something I mentioned the little poly thing yesterday, but there was something else that came up later in the day that then I was like, oh, I should mention this to Opons. And now I've forgotten. I said I should remember this, and then I didn't write anything down. I didn't even think about it a second time, and now I've forgotten, surprisingly. So the kids haven't shown their true selves yet. Yet. Oh no. Well, hopefully, you know, maybe this is just the good class. I was a part of the goody goods. Like our class was kind of known as the goody two shoes. That might be surprising. I don't know, because I'm such a rebel. Hey, no, welcome in. How are you? I know I have the outward expression of a rebel. But might surprise you. We were known as the goody class, if you will. Hannah, how's your day? What have you been up to? You just finished your stream not long ago, if I recall. I think I saw you online. But oh, Ponce, there was something. There was something. Don't remember. I have the same grades but different subjects. Actually, few subjects overall. I am co-teaching 3 classes, which is actually very nice. Oh, so is that less pressure overall? Or just the same? Working on what? Give us the deets. I will send you, though, at some point, Opons. I really need to look at, like, making a character reference sheet. I'm gonna send you. I'll send you something, but it'll just take me a bit, so I figure out exactly what I am needing. It'll be pretty simple. It's gonna be pretty simple. As long as you can make like a blocky shape that has a beard, and a side cut and a jetpack, it's probably gonna be just fine. Oh, a headband. I guess that's the other iconic thing. That's really, if you can just get those things, people will be like, oh, that's Jet. I see. Star Wars FPS. Thought you were gonna learn secret. Yeah, are you gonna? You're not gonna tell us the secrets? Oh, Ponce, no secrets today. Hannah, what have you been up to today? Why no? Yeah, give us this. Where's the We need the Frodo. All right, you keep your secrets. In a galaxy far, far away. All right. He just starts recounting all the Star Wars movies from the beginning. Perfect. My day was okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I hope tomorrow is an even better day. Jar Jar Sim. Oh man, it's a Jar Jar Sim game. Perfect. Oh no, some people would really love that. I would be... If they make a Jar Jar game and they don't make a Mirage game, Opons, I'm going to be very upset. Not that they're the same, but I just mean, like, how dare they? How dare they go with a Jar Jar game versus... I wonder, well, would Jar Jar game be sort of like Gollum game? Would that be the equivalent? Yes and no. So for my religion class, there will be less planning needed since the other teacher and I are co-planning and doing the exact same lessons. For my one math class, I have to make sure the co-teacher has something to do, so slightly more planning. I see. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, friends, I'll mention it in the Discord, but tomorrow, very special stream because we are playing Escape Academy with Tapicado, and I'm very excited to be playing with him. It's gonna be a good time. He's awesome. Let's see, but we have all new curriculum and our entire schedule, times and days for classes was changed. Dang, it's a lot. Are you guys like as a whole starting earlier or like later, or is it just like when classes and stuff get out and things? Trying to think if really all of my today has pretty much just been work. Not really a whole lot besides that. I had not eaten, and so I had just a tiny bit of food right before stream, and then I made my coffee pretty much right after that. So hopefully this this holds me through. I will say, so we are today we're continuing Fae Farm, which we got a code for. So thank you, devs, for the code. I'm really enjoying it so far. So if you're somebody who's like into like Stardew Valley or other farm sim type games, this might be in your wheelhouse. Yesterday we didn't actually got through the first day. We just got past the first day. There's a lot. The first day was basically filled with like, we're gonna introduce you to literally everybody and get you like sort of the basics of like chopping things and planting things and all that sort of stuff. Bruce, welcome in. How's it going? But I really enjoyed what we were able to play at this point. We'll see kind of as it continues, but at this point, I'm very much enjoying it. I love the movement in the game. Like you can jump around and jump off cliffs, and there are things that help you like leap over cliffs, and like so like moving throughout the town and stuff is actually I think a lot nicer than say in like Stardew or something. But I think we're about to learn stuff about like combat. I think today is a combat day, so we'll kind of see how that goes. I know there's like supposedly there's magic in the game, and I don't really know how it works, but we'll see. So the overall start and end of the school day is the same, but we have one less class block in the day. So the start and end times for each class were changed. This required all specials, gyms, computers, etc. to be moved around to fit into the new schedules. Wow. Dang. Sounds complicated. Let me see. Is there anything else that I've heard? Or I did see people keep talking about Starfield. Oh, Ponce, have you looked into Starfield? If so, what are your thoughts? Do you have it? Have you been playing? So, I've pretty much only seen Iron Pucks play it. He played it for 2 streams. 2? 3, maybe? And at this point, sort of take it or leave it. I'm sort of just like, it hasn't quite grasped me just from the gameplay. And I don't know what it is about it. It just seems, I feel like watching people play Skyrim, really early on, there's sort of just like this, I don't know, because like they teach you a little bit of magic, or like you can start doing stuff like right away, and I think just right off the bat, it's sort of like a, ooh, I want to try this game, like I want to play this. He played for like, maybe in total out of all those streams, maybe 6 hours. Trying to, he would get distracted with just chatting. I don't know who else would do that. But I think he played for about 6 hours maybe on stream, and I feel like at no point was I like, I really want to play this game. And so I don't know, I'm just sort of about it. But gosh, who's the guy who's in charge of Bethesda? What's that guy's name? So at some point you can get Sir Sassy Panda, welcome in. At some point you can get like fairy wings, I think. You can fly in this farm game. And so I think that's where it comes in. I don't think you're Fae though, because like you're not even from this place. You like showed up on this island. Unless we're all dead. What if the island everyone is dead and it's all, for some reason it's all dead like Fae creatures? I don't know. But no, we're not for sure we're not farming Fae. I can answer that. I had a conversation with one of my co-teachers, and she made a comment about feeling so unorganized and overwhelmed, and she couldn't figure out why. Things were flowing the same as they had in past years, since we were basically starting the same way. We always have. It legit feels like we are first-year teachers all over again. Oh no. Well, maybe that'll keep it fresh. Maybe that'll keep it exciting. That's a little dark. Sorry, that took a turn. Well, so the game starts with you, like it's like a little drawn cutscene, and it's like you get a little message in a bottle, and it's like, hey, you should come to this island, blah blah blah, or like we're looking for people to come to this island, and then along the way, there's like a huge storm. Your boat gets destroyed. You get like sucked into like whirlpools and stuff, and so it's like, I mean, realistically, did we survive? Is this all the last moments before, the last moments of consciousness before we fade out? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say at this point. But I am enjoying the game. But I was gonna see, who's the guy who's in charge of Bethesda? Bethesda guy. Hold on. Bethesda guy. Todd Howard. I saw that in an interview with him about Starfield, someone asked him something of the effect of like, why didn't you guys focus on optimizing Starfield for PC? And his response was, we did, you just may need to upgrade. Which is, I think, honestly kind of hilarious, but also just like a terrible answer. Because obviously if you've optimized something, like it should be like, you're making it so that it's playable with maybe not necessarily the top bells and whistles, but that's a very Bethesda answer. It is. Don't you guys have phones? It is a very Bethesda answer, and I don't know, but it's just. I was half expecting you to say the game starts with you getting hit by a truck and waking up in a strange new place. Basically, I mean, I will say this game has it certainly turned the farm sim lore on its head by you not inheriting a farm by your grandfather. So, I mean, we're in all new territory now. We're branching out into who knows what'll happen next. But we haven't learned combat yet. I think we're gonna learn magic. I don't know if that's if it's the same thing. There's still like a bunch of stuff that they haven't taught us, but yesterday we learned like the basics of farming, decorating things, catching bugs, catching fish, selling items. Selling items is the selling items. The way it works is really interesting. Or it's interesting. I don't know if I like it yet, but it's interesting. It's either inherited wealth or fantasy escapism in this economy. I think we're in the fantasy escapism. That's what we're leaning into. To sell things, for those that weren't here yesterday, so typically, like if you're playing Stardew or something, you get your crops. You go to the general store and you can just sell whatever. Or like there's probably other ways to do that. In this game, there's like a town square and there are tables, like market tables. And what you do is you place any items that you want sold on the market tables, and then it sells overnight. And then you get money the next day, which is like, so you can't like infinitely sell stuff because there's a limited amount of spaces on the tables. There's like, I think 6 tables, and maybe each table has like 8 slots or something. So it's still like a lot, but I'm just curious. It's an interesting premise. I will say one thing that we were all sort of like, this is a weird feature, or the lack of one. You can't directly name your character. It just takes it based on whatever your like username is on Steam. So mine's Jetpack Paul, which is fine, but still, it's kind of I wouldn't have chosen that. I would just said Jet or something. With all the inherit the farms from grandpa premises out there, what happened to your parents? That they didn't. That's actually a good point. I've never thought about that. For some reason, have never asked that question. Where are the parents? Timmy and Tommy opening up a bin full of tarantulas. Absolutely. Poor Timmy and Tommy. Gosh, I can't wait for our next Switch. By the way, the rumors are floating around. So supposedly there was like a conference in Japan recently. Supposedly they showed off the Switch successor to like some investors or something. So it's happening, everybody. It's starting to happen. This report I thought was interesting. I don't know if this is true, but somebody with insider information at one of those meetings said that the graphics were on par with the PS5. That seems doubtful. Unless they are going away from portable. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Nintendo will do something. But new Switch and stuff means probably then eventually a new Animal Crossing and some other stuff. So that would be very exciting. Also, later this month, there's going to be a Direct for, well, there's probably a Switch Direct, or a Nintendo Direct, but there is going to be a Direct or a video presentation from Atlas? No, Level 5. Wait, who's Level 5? Is that Professor Layton? Yes. Level 5. I always get Atlas and Level 5 confused in my head. Level 5 is having some kind of presentation later this month. I think it's like past the 20th, I think. I can't remember what day it is, but it's later on in the month. They are the ones who are making Fantasy Life, which I'm really pumped about, and Professor Layton, and Deca Police, which I've been super pumped about. And I feel like nobody's talking about it, but very excited about Deca Police. Maybe more people will be chatting about it once we get like more information, but I'm hoping... Here's the deal. I'm hoping we're getting some release dates and stuff for some of these games. Because there's a lot of the ones that they're making are ones that I'm like really interested in playing. But because it's September, because I think they announced a lot of these games early on this year, maybe like March or April. Because the announcements are this late in the year, I have a feeling that most of them are delayed, and that it's going to be until next year, which makes me sad. But maybe not. Maybe they'll be like, because I feel like they would have already announced if they had games coming out before the end of the year. Maybe they have like maybe one game is coming out before the end of the year, but I feel like they would have like, I don't know. I would imagine they would have started pushing marketing for it, but I could be wrong. But Deca Police looks awesome. If you guys don't remember, it's like a, what's the word? Like a RPG detective sim. Are there enough games coming out already? I guess. I don't know. I'm probably not picking up Mario Wonder. Really, the next Nintendo game that I'm looking forward to is Super Mario RPG, the remake. Because we're going to be fundraising some other stuff, I'm not going to have you guys fundraise for those games. So I think really the only one that I'll pick, I was looking initially at Super Mario RPG, Detective Pikachu, Mario Brothers Wonder. Is there another one? I can't remember. Or maybe Luigi's Mansion? There's like a Luigi's Mansion remake or something? I was looking at those, especially those three, but now I'm sort of just like, I'll just do Super Mario RPG. Let's not worry about it, because if you guys didn't hear, starting on Monday, we're gonna start a fundraiser for new alert sounds, because I asked Lenville Brown, who is the voice actor from Disco Elysium, who did a bunch of our alert sounds now. I asked him if he'd be interested in doing more, and he gave me a price, and so we need to raise $300 for the next round of alert sounds, and yeah, it'll be fun. But we're gonna start that on Monday. Two people already contributed $10, so we'll at least have something in the bank when when we start it up. That'll be on Monday. I need a proper VR fantasy RPG. Ooh, that'd be excellent. What is the one? Maybe it's not full fantasy. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's not fantasy at all. I don't know. No. There is magic. There's some VR game that I've seen. I know Telemus played it, where you're basically just fighting waves of humans. It's what it seemed like. Half-Life Alyx. That would be great. I don't have a VR, so we do need to get a few more VR games. Yeah, I don't have a VR. I've actually never done VR before, so I don't even know if I'd be able to like enjoy it. Because you know how some people get woozier and stuff when they play it. I've never experienced it, so I don't even know. But I feel like I feel like I do. I think I'd be okay. I don't think I'd get too nauseous. I don't get motion sick very much. So I'm gonna set this to shuffle. I want to do the proper monster hunt. Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope. They really do need to invest more in that. Oh, also, for the Switch successor, whatever it's going to be, supposedly another early report mentioned that there might be a camera on the system, which it's not too odd. The 3DS had a camera? Yeah, the 3DS had a camera. But I wonder if they're going to be as some people are speculating that Nintendo might try to use that for like augmented reality or something like that, but we'll kind of see what their whole dealio is. Mr. Panda just got some fancy lenses for it, so definitely need to get games for him to make it worth spending that money. I don't follow a ton of VR games just because I don't have one. But there is a game that I think looks really neat. I think it's Sushi Ben. Is that right? I love the art style that they're... Yeah, it's Sushi Ben. It's a VR narrative adventure, but it has a very cool anime art style. and with like comic book elements. And I think it looks really well done. So like, as an example. So like, here's a screenshot from the game. As you're like playing stuff, or as like events happen in the game, the comic panels pop up. So like, this person is like wrestling a hog or something like that. As like events are happening, or if like a character enters the restaurant or the room, there's like I think you are running a sushi place maybe. Like comic book panels start like popping up. I think that's so cool. Whoever the dev is like, it's a really neat idea. A proper AAA VR game would probably cost as much as the lenses. That's probably fair. I want to get the VR Room game. It's the only game in the Room series I haven't played. Oh, that would be dope. I actually, I didn't mention this, but we were actually contacted by the Room devs. And this was like maybe a week or two after we played the Room 2. But they said that the Room 2 anniversary or something is it either is about to happen or just happened. But they asked if like we wanted a code to play the Room 2 or whatever, and I was like, well, we just did it. But we just did it. But I did ask them, I was like, however, you know, if you guys have any other, if you guys either have codes for the other games after the Room 2, I'd be very much interested in that. We did, and you missed it. I know. I was like, we could either, you know, if you guys have codes for any of the other Room games, I would totally play it on that anniversary day, or if you just have extra codes, maybe I could give some Room 2 codes away. They said that they didn't have any codes to give away, and that they only had codes for the Room 2. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. But I was like, if something happens for the rest of them, you contact me. Thank you. But I was like, no. I think next week we have another game that we're doing that we've been giving a code for. Let me check the release date. I think we can play it early. Yeah, I think next week we have a platformer, action platformer that we're gonna be playing next week. I need to figure out what date we can play it on, but song name, it's Gusty Gardens, right down here. And this is the Game Chops video game study lounge, but this is off of the Mario and Chill album. I want them to make another one. They are a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. I never know what to expect from them. There was that, gosh, in the Room 2, that one room where it's like you have the crossbow and stuff. Some of it I was able to get. Some of it was, it just felt like I got stuck in a couple places. I felt like we were in that room for a very long time. But they're fun. They're fun puzzle games. Yeah, so we've got a action platformer that we'll be playing. Where do I have? Hold on. I think they are the closest to an actual escape room. They are very escape room-esque. Where is this? The room. Oh wow! It was the Room 10th anniversary, by the way. That's what it was. There we go. So I think we can play either the 11th. Or the 13th? I'll have a double check. I think the 11th. I'll double check with Oh, so 11th is Monday. I should email them. I should email them and make sure I know. Which is which. Anyway. Because they gave me, so it says for video, hold on, what is it? They said the video embargo is Monday, but the review embargo is the 13th, which that seems interesting to me. But I'll double check, or we'll just go for the 13th. Maybe we'll just go for. I'll just shoot for the 13th and play it safe. But it looks like a very fun game. It's called Bati Byteland Overclocked. Looks really adorable, and it's actually co-op. We'll just be playing it solo, but it's like a platformer, 3D platformer that's kind of inspired by like the kind of classic N64 platformers. With you're like a little robot. You're a little robot. And it looks really fun. Something I'm excited about. It looks very colorful and cool. We will do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, like I said earlier, just in case you guys missed it, we are playing Escape Academy tomorrow with Tapicado, and we will actually be starting like at this minute. At this minute tomorrow. This is when you need to be here. Maybe we'll start earlier. I'll talk to Tap. Maybe I'll start earlier so we can chat a little bit before we get into that, but I'll double check to see what he wants to do. But anyway, I'm kind of thinking we hop into the game and see what happens next. And good old, I'll be sure to take a nap before stream so I don't miss it. Yes. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I don't know why. It feels like there's just not room on my desk today. There's never been more room, though. Okay. Let us... hold on. Let me pause the music. And swap on over. There we go. Oh, also, Fae Farm is multiplayer. We are not playing it multiplayer. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So this is us. Wait. There we go. This is us. Also, this game uses WASD to move around. I am not quite. I don't know. I feel like I'm still getting my WASD feet. My WASD legs? Is this something? No. Okay. If you will. Oh, so we need to go find someone named Alaric. That's right. So this is a new day. Is this a chicken coop? It is, isn't it? What is this? Oh, hello? Hello? Switch? Oh. There we go. I think so. That looks like spring because we've got cherry blossoms falling right now. Summer, fall, winter. Yes, this is us. We can. One of the things that we learned yesterday that I really liked was that it automatically changes the equipment you need for whatever it is that you click on. Also, I guess we're not strong enough for that. But I can get this one. So I feel like it saves a little bit of time. The only thing you really need to swap out is ooh, we got more logging power. The only thing you need to swap through is either your like currently we have like the farm tools selected. Then we can with the mouse wheel we can swap to either bug catching or fishing. That's the only thing at this point. There might be more. I will say, so this was not here yesterday, which we now have like a little magic meter. So I'm very curious to see. Ooh. Ooh. That was something we did not have. Also, one of the things I like is so you'll see that as we have the bug net out, the bug will start glowing. And that if it's glowing, that means like you'll get it if you let go. It's a oh, what? Look at this little purple frog. What? There we go. A spring peeper. Anyway. So if I remember, is this Alaric? It is. Okay. I think Alaric looked like a wizard, so I assume he's going to teach us magic. Hello. The wisest wizard in town. Also, the only wizard in town. Hi there. I wish more Azorians were into magic. Sometimes I talk way too much about it, and their eyes glaze over. Salutations, Jetpack Paul. My name is Alaric, your humble wizard of Azoria. The mayor let us pick our titles. She vetoed Mel's first title, which was Azoria's Honey Bear. Yes, of course you're wondering why I mailed you. Okay, so Azoria has a lot of magic. Wild magic, to be specific. As in uncontrolled, possible, dangerous magic. Oh no, I don't mean to worry you. No, wait, I do. Because it's pretty dangerous. You fear nothing? Well, that's good to hear, but probably doesn't lend to good decision-making. I know what I must do. I will build you a magical staff. You can use it for protection and to harness some of the wild magic. That was my tummy. I've been so worked up that I've forgotten to eat. I haven't had a warm meal in days. Do you think you could make me some home-cooked food? I've been eating raw mussels, and I think I'm about to turn into one. Okay, so you need to pick up mussels, then go cook, make broiled shellfish. Wait. Oh, do I have one in my... Wait a minute. I don't. I don't know why it just says deliver. Unless I had some back home. Did I? I don't think I cooked any, though. Let's go find some. Ooh. There's a hidden thing. Give. Now, how do I get back up? Okay, there should be a beach somewhere here. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's a person. Cool. We can build barrels now. Oh, what's this? Hello. No shipping contracts today due to whirlpools. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. Got ourselves a sand crab. Okay, where is I don't remember where we found... There was like a little beach area. Aha! But no muscles. I wonder if I think I sold all of them. Yesterday I just sold a whole bunch of stuff because I don't know, I don't make good decisions. Unless I mean, hold on. Let me just check. How much money do I have? 180. Oh, right, because I bought a new outfit. That's right. Whee! Oh, we do have, okay, so hold on. Let me... R? Okay. So, if I just make these... While that's going, we'll just clean things up. But overall, this game seems, like, very cozy. And I'm here for that. Plus, we get a dope beard. I sent the mustaches to Pucks. Because it's like, honestly, it's like a perfect mustache for him. And he was like, I mean, say no more. Okay. We got stings. Is that done? Nice. Okay. I do not remember how to get here. Verdant Valley. Saltwater mines. Okay. Oops. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh! I will get used to these controls. Yeah, it was. I was like, goodness, this is awesome. Any game that has like a good beard, I feel like good about. I immediately like it. I bet he feels the same way about stashes. Hello. Oh, wait. Do I have the thing? This is... Yeah, okay. I feel like in the other quests it sort of just like did it automatically for you, so that's why I was like, wait a minute, did I make the right thing? I can't wait to chow down. I'll spend tonight working on my alchemical lab, or in my alchemical lab. Tomorrow morning you'll have your very own magical staff. Now, I don't normally recommend anyone work all night, but times are dire. Come meet me tomorrow over by the biggest patch of thorns. We'll test out the staff's toughness before we tackle anything magical. Okay. Defeat the thorns. So, what's in here? Is this violet rug? Anything else here? Okay. Maybe we'll get to use that later. Okay. I wonder what's just the biggest patch of thorns. I don't really know. Oh. No. Ah. I spooked it. Oh. Oh, I've not been here. An archery target. So I assume there's archery? Is that can I deduce that? Oh, what is this? Oh, weird. Like crazy fog. Oh, and there's also something here. Oh, a training dummy. Makes sense. Hello. Drac. Oh, well met and all that. I'm just here to help. You're the one carrying out the big plans. It's important to stay in shape, champ. There's so much out there to explore. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll talk to you at some point. All right, so I think, was that quests? That is the only, like, main thing we have. I wonder if we go, like, talk to people if... Oh, what's with all the froggos? Oh my gosh. I also don't know... So, like, obviously in Animal Crossing, you capture the things and you can give them to somebody, you know? I don't know if there's somebody like that. Also, an eager reader who prefers nonfiction and biographies. Ah, there you are. Spring Forage is the tastiest. I was looking forward to picking huckleberries all winter. Shop. What do you have? Scroll storage. Shop inventory. A reading shelf. Okay. So these are decorative. Charles. When spring comes, I feel like the muses are decorating the world with blossoms. What do you have? Oh, glasses. That's dope. Oh, cool wallpaper. I could see you being able to give them to the wizard. Seems like they could be used in potion making. Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. We haven't, so there's so much we haven't discovered, because, like, when you look at the right, it says gold florin, which is the currency, and then undiscovered item. There's so many things that say that. What have we not discovered? That's the... Does, like, your... I wonder... No, those are all the same items. I wonder what, like, changes, what items they sell. Sells handy items in the general store. Okay, so this is... Inventory upgrade. Okay, we should try to go for that. So that's 500. Flooring. A fish shelf. Tea shelf. Pantry shelf. Bag hook. Wall clock. Fishing gear. Wall scroll. Simple ladder. Glass bulbs. Okay, we definitely need 500 thingies. Let's see. Patient person who sells saplings. Guess it makes sense. A couple of flooring, wallpaper, oak, peach, pear, apple, plum, and beech. Goodbye. What do you have? Flowers? No, fruit. Vegetables. Turnip, cauliflower, bean, potato, corn, daisy print, dry bamboo. Whoa, you have to be a farming... Wait, okay, these we can buy. The rest you have to be at, like, different farming levels. Potatoes is farming level 10. Yeesh. Fertilizer and magic crop swap. Fertilizer that has a chance to transform a crop into a seasonal or Fae variety? Dang, this is a Fae Farm. Aspen, town carpenter and building advisor. Carpentry services. Please choose one of my carpentries. Upgrade your home? That is a lot. That is expensive. I wonder what you do. Okay. Can you... Okay. Who are you? Cinder. Blacksmith? Oh, is this how you do... Yeah. Okay. Undiscovered item. So this is how you upgrade your tools. I see. Let's see what else. That's the mayor. What's in here? Need all the inventory upgrades. Big agree. Ooh. Cozy kitchen rug. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's if I want to sit. What's this? Bellows. Oh, this is like a little pub. Are you hiding any recipes? It's a large establishment. This is where everyone lives, and I just have, like, my own home. A straw bed. See, I love that I can just do that. Okay. Let's... Oh, I just realized there's a time. Was there a time yesterday? I don't think there was. Here's what we're gonna do. Huh. What are we gonna do? I guess let's... I wonder what sells for the most. Those are all 15. That's 10. So frogs are worth a bit. I wonder, let's get some fish and see kind of like how much money we can make. Ew. Where to fishies? Yesterday someone said that this kind of reminded them of Coral Island. And in a funny twist of events, that's actually the game that that Pucks ended up playing yesterday. And I can see the similarities. I don't know if I necessarily liked... I feel like I liked this a bit more, just from what I saw. But I can see Stardew people also really enjoying Coral Island. Oh. The fishing minigame, I will say, for that one was not as... I even preferred this one. As much as I don't like the, like, line snapping mechanic. Is there, let's put that here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just... Oh. Come on. Reel it in. Reel it in. Also, I have not been watching my stamina. Does that change much while I'm fishing? Let's see. Okay. Now let's do a test. I want to see how much this sells for. Also, wait, do you need something? Have you been exploring yet? Island's got a lot of secrets. I have been a little bit. Do you... Oh, right. That's how you buy... Right. Okay. Oh. Wait, that fish is glowing. What does that mean? Or... Yeah. What's up with you? One. I wish I could move the camera a little bit. Oh. Come on. We're fighting. We're fighting. Come on. A rockfish. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see how much some of this stuff sells for. Oh, everyone's asleepies. 35. That does not feel worth it. The frogs were... Hold on. Does it tell me... Frogs are 15. It's time to go home. Oh, you don't even have a choice? Do they penalize you for, like, not getting home on time? I didn't know it was going to force me to sleep. I thought, like, maybe as long as I had... as long as I had... energy. It looks like... Let's look at how much energy I have. I'm not ready. I guess let's try to cut some stuff down in the meantime, just so we didn't completely waste this day. It's bedtime. No, I want. No. Okay, we made 191. Quest ready for turn-in. More details. What does that give us? Oh, that's the stuff we sold. Okay. Dang. Oh, hello. Alaric and I met where the thorns were the thickest. He presented me with the oddest magical staff I've ever witnessed. But looks can be deceiving, because the thorns began receding. The Jumbles should be afraid of my new power. Who are those? The Jumbles should be afraid of my new power. Good-natured Azorians need no longer cower. You got a magical staff. Oh, I can't use it in here. Hold on. I like that the story bits rhyme. So, is this just, hold on. What was that, Oh! Emmers, welcome in. How are you? So it's really, I mean, I know it says it's a magical staff. It's basically just like a punching staff. Is that, is that what I'm getting? What is that? I wonder. Emmers, how are ya? What is all this? We're out of town. Do you have a long weekend? What is this? Who is this? This door is locked. Oh, that's our house storage also. Interesting. Starting today, nice! Where are you guys headed off to? Yemit says hi. Yemit! I hope you're having a good day. Oh, that guy's glowing. Oh, no, no, it's fine. I thought I scared him. Well, I hope wherever you're going, I hope you're gonna have a good time. Oh, that's a cherry blossom. I was like, what? Just... This guy's putting up a fight. I assume this will be easier if I have a better rod, probably. Ooh, a herring. Also, are these fish I can catch? Or no? I don't think so. Hello? Do I actually get to learn magic? Because that would be dope. Glad you're here. Azoria's got a lot of wild magic. It's my job. Right, okay. You said that last time. Pepper seeds, bounteous fertilizer, magic crop swap, and daisy print wallpaper. Hi there. Chapter 2 completed. If you got any magic-y questions, can you teach me magic? No? Okay. Hold on. I didn't actually see... Okay, that doesn't make the magic meter go down. Oh, we have $800 dues. Hold on. Who has... Is it you? Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Almanac, inventory. Nice. We can hold more stuff now. We have no other quests currently. Wonder... Ah, somebody at the docks has something for us? Okay. Yeah, I hope wherever you're going, I hope you're gonna have a lot of fun. Was this in here? But I love the animations and stuff in this game. It's very adorable. Hello.
Hi.
Hi there. With those thorns gone, you might be able to find new areas to explore. Tell me, have you gotten to know your Azorian neighbors better? If you haven't, I could give you some tips. I'm a bit of an expert. Reach friendship status friends with the person of your choice. Who do I want to be friends with? Wonderful. Well, a good relationship is like a tasty soup. It takes many ingredients, patience, time, and stirring things up. That last one might not sound like it belongs, but trust me, it does. Now, relationships generally come in two flavors, friendships and romances. To build a friendship, try spending time with people. They love having chats. Your friendship will develop, and eventually some people will even want to become your bestie. You can have as many best friends as you like. Market vendors are generally too busy with their crafts to maintain any real relationships, but there are plenty of other people on the island to get close to. Some special residents of Azoria are looking for romance. You can chat with them, help them with gifts, and eventually go on dates. One day, if you play your cards right, you can even get married. Now, not that you have to, of course. You decide if you want relationships or not. Why don't you go out there and make a friend? Then you can come back and tell me about them. Have I made a friend yet? I don't think so. I don't think there is a... So, oh, the mayor and Alark are the only people. That kind of makes sense, because... What? Who's this? What? We haven't seen anybody with wings. Wait, you can reset a relationship? Interesting. Is that in the case you're like, oops, I accidentally romanced. And I didn't mean to. Like, are you a person? I missed the snow, right. So like, I don't know. I don't think they're a person. Chairman of the Merchants Guild. We did talk to Pearl, right? I don't see like a friendship thing for them, so I don't think that means... Where's the fisherman? You have a friendship meter. Oh, but I don't see it here. Oh. Ah, you see here. That's what I was looking for. I think this is how you know if you can like actually become someone's friend. So if I like just keep doing this, will we eventually become better friends? No? I don't see it. I don't think it's going up anymore. Okay. It'll probably take us a day or two, I guess, to... you know what? Let's catch some bugs. I feel like catching bugs is a... It's like a good balance of the effort plus the, like... Oh, this is the mail person, right? Yeah, delivers letters. I did a lot of jobs before realizing I was born to be a postman. I love getting work done while being outdoors. Okay, goodbye. Are you somebody? Yeah. I like being out in nature, but I love exploring the underground. Made several discoveries as an explorer. There's a cave slug named after me. That's a neat little fact. A little factoid. I bet this person we can talk to. maybe not. Oh, they're a merchant, right? Okay. This is how we get bug nets, maybe. Different ones, yeah. Ooh, there's so many. +1 lucky catch. What does that mean? So Yimit's best friend's parents have a trailer up north like an hour from home, and every year we go up for an apple. Oh, that's right. I remember last year when you went to the barbecue, or Apple Fest or whatever. Sometimes his friend is there, not this year. Aw. Well, I hope you have a good time at the festival. That'll be awesome. Animal breeding. For your darling Mamu or Woolly Horn. I also sell breeding charms and pillows. Oh, wait. Okay, so you bring an animal to them. That's right. I forget there's, like, animal farming as well. Because I think you had the jet wave. Yeah, that probably sounds right. That may have also been the last jet wave that we've had. See, it's not making the magic meter go down, which makes me feel like there is other magic. Look at these little adorable animals. How are you liking the game? I'm enjoying it. I think it seems pretty fun, and I think for some reason the fact that I can jump, I like it. It makes me, it kind of makes me like it more than Stardew a bit. Look at that chicken up there. But I just like being able to traverse. But overall, I mean, I think it's a very. Oh, who are you? A rancher. I don't think you're like a person though. I need to make friends. I need to make a friend. This is like yesterday when we started talking about how to make a friend. According to this game, you just have to talk to them. That's it. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's very. Oh, you can get more than one at a time. Nice. That's pretty fair. You know, that's pretty fair. Okay. Oh. Let's see. 'Cause I need money. We need all the money we can get. I want to get to the part where they let us go into the mines, because I want to fight some things. Oh, who are you? Have I not been in this area? This all seems new to me. Rosalind, that kind of makes sense. Sells flower seeds. I see. I see. White lily, tulips, red roses, a flower pot shelf. Okay. It seems like there's a lot to get to decorate in this game. Like, you can really decorate your farm probably very well. Also, I want to see, what was this building? That's right here. Has a potion on it? Hello? Vera, town healer, who sells potions. Small potion of healing, mana. Makes so like a speed potion. Small gone. This potion turns you invisible for a while. Where'd you go? Ends if you attack. Whirlwind potion. A cyclone will appear from your staff while attacking, dealing damage to nearby jumbles. That actually seems dope. That sounds really cool. You can stun enemies with that one. Creates a defensive bubble that absorbs all damage 2 times. That's pretty neat. Okay. More buggos, though. I feel like buggos are going to be the simple way, because fishing takes a bit. And maybe it won't once I have, like, a better fishing rod, but so far... Hello? There we go. Also... Oh, okay, so this follows your... Oh. This follows your cursor. I see. No! Excuse. Trying to get back on shore. Help. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah. What's up here? Oh. I see. Okay, so it connects. Also, there's no other quests. What is... I don't know what that means. Okay. So I guess this is like an expansion? Like a farm expansion, maybe? Whoops. Oakwood fence. Oh. I kind of wish it didn't put the wand away if you went to pick something up. Pedestal activation. Oh, I think so. Leave me alone. Oh. Ooh, a log. I love that I need a Ooh, mushies. Jack, hi. There's so much to do in Azoria. Every day is a chance to try something new. Give brown snail? Do they want a brown snail? I really like the people here. Everyone is very kind and helpful. Okay. Also, why is the music like spoopy? Where am I? Oh, because it's spooky woods. Right. I see. Makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. I was like, why is the music all of a sudden so... I'm not... Oh, the shovel isn't strong. It's like, why? Everything's so dark. There's crows flying about. So far, though, it's only the, like, atmosphere, you know? We're not strong enough for that. Oh, did they? They constantly, like, they only appear if you're close enough. I think that's maybe what that was. So far, I haven't seen any grow back, but maybe they'll grow back, like, after the next day. I think. Because, yeah, I keep on, like, accidentally running into them. We're foraging level 4 now. Forager. What's this? Ooh, firewood. Give. Oh, gosh! I didn't mean to... That's my bad. That's on me. I didn't think it would let me fall out off of the cliff. I thought... I thought... I don't know what I thought. I thought we were safe. There's also this, like, smoky stuff, and I don't really know what that... We can't do anything with that yet. What's that noise? It is 7 p.m. Loving the purple. Gotta learn the strong magics. Yeah, it's a very fun like art style. I can't remember, the character designs remind me of some game. I don't remember what game though. But I think it's another, has 0 value? That seems. Should I sell acorns? I mean, I do need money. It's an energy thing, but you know what? It's at least something, because I don't think we're going to get enough time to, like, catch a lot more. So we'll do that. I'll spend the rest of the day chopping and stuff. Probably. I'm also, again, I'm still a little curious because, like, even when we're, so it's a magic staff, I guess, but it still hasn't, our magic meter has, our mana, I guess, has not gone down at all. So I'm curious what that's for. Oh, I'm also supposed to... Wait a minute. I didn't water these. Yep, that's right. A good tip for a farm game. You need a farm. Just in the case you're curious. I do recommend farming in a farm sim. I hope you guys come here for the, you know, pro strats right there. I know. Must become stronger. Also, I see berries. I wonder if I should... Well, I guess we're building stuff there. I guess. Now, how did... do I need to be holding... Like, can I plant... So I can't just plant that, I think. I think I need seeds, but I do have... Yeah, there we go. Oop. Look at us go. Look at us go. Okay, what should we... I don't think the day before I watered anything. I wonder if I mean, it looks like the weather will change. It says sunny today. So maybe there will be some days I don't have to worry about it. It scares me every time. Also wonder what, like, sometimes it then tells us randomly, like, you just learned a whole bunch of recipes. I don't actually know what's causing that. Oops. Mining level 2. Come on. We don't have much time. Yeah, last time there was not a negative for not getting to the bed. Got a new letter. We got 245. Catch 2 or more critters with 1 swipe. Nice. Okay. Chapter 3. Already a port in a magical storm. So this is my house. It is in shambles. Homie, it's got a bed and a little round cushion, and that's pretty much it. The rest was in there when I got there. Dear Jet, you've done a fine job with the thorns, and I think you might be able to help with something big. Come and find your old pal Eddie. I'll be standing by the docks. Okay. Again, we need to make friends with somebody, but I remember now. You gotta water plants. Also, let me throw some things in storage. I don't know how many of these I need to keep. Wait, can I move? I see. Well, it seems like there's actually a lot of decorative items, but you need to craft them all, and I don't really have. I mean, hold on. Let's go take a look. There's a lot of recipes that I've picked up, but I wonder. Hold on. Let's see. I wonder how much we can actually make. And does it use stuff for my storage? Because that would be nice. How do I... Wait. Where was the... Wait. Catalog? There we go. Oh. Relaxing cozy items. Does that mean... it restores stuff? Like this has a heart on it, so does that restore health? This has an energy thing. Beverage station. You see, oh yeah, because look, right now we have so much that we have not discovered. So we like can't do anything. We have some like random things that we can currently do, but so much of it we've learned the recipes for, but can't. Hold on. Let's make a stool. Also, one thing that's kind of odd, I think, is like they only let you place something down with like in the range of your character. So if you want to move it elsewhere, you have to like actually physically move, but oh well. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did my health go up? No, it didn't do anything that time. It did, but it showed like a little heart thing. I don't know. I don't know what that does, but oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay. Gosh, time is flying. That's not ready, right? No, okay. Yeah, so I think once we like, I bet there's a lot of stuff in the... Was that a frog? I think it was. I think there's a lot of stuff in the mines that I bet we need in order to progress stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna talk to... Oh, what's happening here? Hold on. Yeah, there's that. What's going on here? These people look like they're having a little... So the paths are clear again. Thanks for that. Are they fine? Maybe they're just very animated. Oh, that's Larik. That's who I wanted to actually talk to. You did great with the thorns. Can't wait to teach you some more spells. Yeah. You think I'd look cooler with a hat? Famous wizards all have hats, don't they? Yeah, I want... Yeah, teach me spells, please. That makes sense. Oh, you know what I should have done? Excellent. I like this feature. This feature makes me happy. Oh, muscles. Bleep. Hello. We friends yet? It is a great feature. Being able to like find people real fast is, I think, a big plus. Big plus. One time I was casting my nets off the coast of Cravania, and just for a second I saw the silhouette of a massive fish pass under my ship. That's spooky. Hello? Do I need to just chat with you? Ah, there we go. Jet, thanks for coming by. I have a tale to shiver your timbers. Started one night when I was sleeping in my bunk aboard the Grace. Grace is my ship, and a fine one she is. Well, she was. I woke up that night with soggy socks. Johnzo! Welcome in, how are you? How's it going? I woke up that night with soggy socks. That wasn't so bad, but when I rummaged through my sea chest to find another pair, it was full of fish. That's when I realized that Grace was caught up in a vicious whirlpool, and she was going down. I grabbed my lucky fishing hat and leapt into the cold waters. Furiously, I kicked and swam until I reached the shore. I looked back and watched my Grace sink beneath the waves. But I can always build another ship. What I can't do is fill bellies with fish I haven't caught. Can't let the good folks of Azoria starve. They're counting on me to provide delicious fishes for their chowders and dishes. You've still got that rod I gave you, right? Do you think you could increase the market's fish supply? Sell any fish on the market. I need to do 3 of them. Excellent. Johnzo, what have you been up to? How's working things? How's all of the stuffs? Come here, fishy. Oh. Come on. There you go. Week 4 of overtime every day. This is fine. No, I'm starting to think it's not fine, Jonathan. That is. Oh, hello. You wanna? There you go. Come here. That's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully the pay is making it worth it. Oh wait, can I pick that? No, I can't. Okay. It was funny. Laugh away the pain. It was funny. Yesterday we were talking about introversion and extroversion or whatever, and Irish popped in and she was saying that I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said sometimes she hangs out with the lot of you, and it's a good time. Okay. Come on. We need to sell 3, right? Yeah. Okay. So we got our 3. Excuse me. Is this? It's this way. We have an official ramen spot. Oh, that's amazing. Love ramen. Okay, so we won't be able to turn this in until tomorrow, I guess, because it actually has to sell. All right. Can I go down to the mines? Can I just, like... Can they stop me from going in? You have tools. What do you need? Undiscovered item. Yeah, so I bet some of that is in the mines. Hello, crab. But that's amazing. I wish I had a... Well, I mean, I guess there's really not that many ramen places here, so I guess I do have my own ramen spot, but it's different. I got a queen bee! Where am I on the map? Still at the beach. I'm trying to get to the mines. Up though. Oh. By the way, have you had a chance to play WrestleQuest? I believe it released. If you have, curious your thoughts. Ooh. An open crate. Excuse. Yeah, like it seems like there is a lot to do. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Where am I now? Huh, okay. I've streamed for about 6 hours of it. I love it. My only wish is that I could make my own character. Oh, that would be dope. Oh, I'm gonna bug you. Yeah, okay. How would one get to the mines? Saltwater mines, that way. Oh, like this way? Is this it? The door is locked. But I want in. I'm ready to fight. That's so awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. Okay. I bet those are like teleporters. If I were to wager. Are these just sellables? Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a... I thought it was a creature. I was like, what? What is happening? Oh, yeah, honestly, same. The little bouncy shrooms, I think makes it very fun to like run around. Farming level 2. I like that. I'm just digging, but it's like, you know what? This is applicable to farming. This we can't go inside. Honestly, okay, so I feel like the energy has been very generous in this game. Like, we haven't really had that much issue with it, except for maybe the first day. Also, how do we feel about energy bars in games? Are they necessary? What's the dealio? I don't like energy bars, typically. Just let me do the things. Sneaking on these little crabbies. I was actually having... Wait, really? What were you talking about? Okay. Been working on scores. Ooh. How's it coming along? Thank you for the lurk, runner. I appreciate. I mean, we've actually done a lot, but part of me is like, is it necessary? Definitely seems like it's taking a while to run out, which I'm a fan of. I just like having to wait for energy to return. Yeah, because I feel like had I done this much work in Stardew, I would have already had to like sleep or eat a whole bunch of food or something. Maybe your stamina like goes out faster when you're like in combat or something, which I guess maybe that's fine, but we agree we don't enjoy games that force you to eat or drink anything to keep a food meter or energy bar, and that over encumbrance is a played out mechanic that needs to go. I agree. I think I think in Pux's stream because he was playing whatchamacallit, Coral Island. I think I asked that question, like, how do you feel about it? And I mean, he brought up a good point that it's like, it is more than likely the reason why it's there is so that it forces you to then do the cooking mechanic in the game. But part of me is like, still though. Maybe the cooking mechanic just needs something better. I don't know. Looney, welcome in. How are you? How are you liking Fae, by the way? It feels very ACNH plus Palia. Yeah, I would say that's probably a very good descriptor of it. I've played a little bit of Palia. Like very little, but you can play with up to 4 people, which seems pretty cool. I really like the movement in the game, the fact that you can like run around and jump and like you know, if you instead of having to like you need to run down this path again, you can just like you can just leap off of stuff. That's fun to me. You can swim and like probably not get stuck somewhere. There we go. Like that part's really fun for me. I'm still waiting to see sort of like, oh, and you see, and there's also these green things that like, hold on, where? Yeah, it like also replenishes a little bit of your stamina, which is neat. But then part of me is like, do you even really need it? Oh gosh, now I'm stuck. There we go. Another thing that's a kind of a weird mechanic, but I guess it's fine, is so this is how you sell items. You place them on, you place them on, ooh, sells for 50. Oh, I have 2? You place them on these tables and they sell the next day. Like in the morning, you get the money that you sold. I think that's like, I think it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if I like, because sometimes I'm like, I want the money now. You're all right. What have you been up to? I guess your day might be still sort of starting. Yeah, it's very low gravity, and so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Like, that part of it is fun. Like, so then there's like this little shroom here that if you just run into it, oh, I did a backflip. That's new. I watered these, right? I did. Okay. Like that's kind of neat. That's the same mechanic in Kataria Fables. Drop everything in a chest and it'll sell for 9. Yeah. And I guess it's sort of like the Animal Crossing, like, Timmy and Tommy box that's outside. But, like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, but I want my money now. Yeah, so it's been a fairly, like, fairly simple. I have not been able to decorate very much because there's still so many items that we have not discovered yet. I will wait to see what combat is like when you go into the mines. I assume we can learn magic at some point because we have a mana meter. Currently, the only thing we can do though is this. And again, it's probably all things in time. It brings all the feels. Yeah, I feel that. Actually, Secret suggested that I do a stream soon where I make like a fall background for the stream because I haven't updated the backgrounds in a bit. I think that'd be good. So we might play a little bit, but it'll just be decorating, and like trying to get a good background done. But yeah, so yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I have noticed that some of the like NPCs, what they say are starting to repeat a little bit, but apparently you can like romance some of them. You can befriend like all of them and have besties. But maybe like if you go down some of those routes, the dialogue is a little bit different. But I don't know. Right now, this seems very cozy and simple. Oh, because I don't know if you were here, Runner, when I said this. But what's nice is like, so unlike Stardew, oh, I'm out of juice. Unlike Stardew, it'll automatically switch to the tool you need when you're clicking on things. So if you click on a tree, it'll automatically switch to the axe. If you then click on like a bush or something, it then changes to like a scythe. And so like you don't have to like sort through them, but which I think is nice. But Looney, is your day just starting? I hope you're doing, I hope things are going well. Hope whatever you have planned for the day goes well. It's always sad when the NPCs first start to repeat things. Before the moment, it feels like the dialogue options just goes and goes and goes. Yeah, this one has already, it's already been happening. But yeah, I don't know. Granted, I mean, this game just came out and they are planning to, oh look, my health increased. Pourquoi? Is it because I put that stool down? I don't know. They're planning 2 really big updates. One, I think, in December, and the other one, the start of the year at some point, like March, April, something. So I'm curious to see what they'll add and all that kind of stuff. But so maybe we'll like keep an eye on stuff for updates, maybe. Right. Okay. So now we need to go. Oh, and again, for those who haven't seen, oh, there's mail. You can like target people, and then it like points to where they are, so you can kind of easily find people, which I think is nice. Vera, dear chat, my apprentice and I have noticed you preparing to explore the mine. Have you considered the benefits of carrying potions with you? They're light, convenient, and very useful should you encounter anything dangerous. Come visit our shop and learn about our selection of potions. They're the best thing to having a healer in your pocket. Hopefully, I guess they were like, okay, this guy is desperate. Desperately wants to get into the mines. Oh! Does that mean it's ready? It looks so nice. Nice. Roasted roots. So that gives 10 energy. Ah, I see. Okay. Let's make 2 of those. Hold on. What's this? Okay. Ah, that's neat. We don't have any seeds. Oh, no, we do have seeds. I lied. I lied to you just then when I said we didn't have seeds. No water? Okay. Was that a wolf howling? It was when the evening arrives. But I have not seen any wolves. We have actually not seen anything dangerous to us at this point. That's why I want to fight something. I have the bloodlust. And the only cure for it is fighting. Okay. Let's talk to Fisher guy. Beep. Excuse me. I'm really good at moving around. How are the fish biting? Are we friends? No, we're not. Dang it. Redeem quest. Wait, we're friends. We're friends now. Yay, we can go turn in that other quest. You know, I should probably introduce you to my sisters. They own a ranch in the Plains of Plenty. Taking care of farm animals can be very fulfilling. Also, plain Also plain filling, since they also make tasty things like milk, eggs, and cheese too. I'll always love the sea, but I'd lick a loach for some cheese. Head over to Erlene's shop, The Cluck and Dough. She and Loretta have been carrying on the family business of selling and breeding chickoos and cottontails. Okay, but first... where is the pub? That's not who I want to talk to. You're who I want to talk to. I love how in games like this, you never use animals for meat. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just in case. You know, like Dream Valley, you don't ever use them for cooking and stuff because they're just too cute, you know? Yeah, I've made friends with people. I have a friend now. Do you like me? Yes, no. You look chipper. Tell me about your new friend. I love to hear it. Oh, they sound just lovely. Anything else? I'm so happy for you. I have a feeling you'll build lots of relationships. Okay. What is this? What does Aspen need? I've not spoken to that chef yet. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, the carpenter. That's what you do. That's right. I saw the paths are clear again. Thanks for that. You're the new farmer. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm Aspen, and you can say I'm the best woodworker in town. At least I do. So I hear you've got a farmhouse. Not bad, not bad, but could be better. From what I understand, its cozy count could use some work. Coziness is important, you know. You don't know? Well, take it from me, coziness is key. Because when you sleep in a house decked with cozy furniture, you'll wake up feeling refreshed and energized the next day. And just how do you get cozy furniture? You build it. Want to give it a shot? Reach a cozy count of at least 5 at the start of the day. Dang. I knew you would. Just build some cozy furniture in your house. Oh, I'm missing so much stuff, though. Also... okay, so we're still missing some item to upgrade our house. Surprise, surprise, home rating system. No! Do you have anything new? No. Is this cozy? How do I... It doesn't show me if an item is, like, cozy or not. You don't have too many... Like, should I be buying this? I don't want to waste my money. Like, what is or isn't cozy? Hold on. Almanac? Construction? Cozy furniture. These are all undiscovered except for these two, so I guess I make those. I guess we just fill our house with stools and little couch cushions until we have a rating of 5. Classic. Okay. I should also buy... So decor does nothing then. I guess. Alright, hold on. Is this what they want me to do? Okay. And then... How's my cozy rating? Will it tell me? Hold on. Quests, where is that? It doesn't show me, but we'll see. Not enough round things. Have you got sleep? Dan's, I have. I did get sleep. Puck's worries about me not sleeping, but I get all to sleep. I honestly probably sleep too much some days. I'm a napper. But how are you? How's the start of your day? Not enough round things. We need more round things. That's how you get, that's how we, oh, I've made a poor decision. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. All right. We're gonna learn about ranching, but all I want to do is fight. Good, just working. Nice. That's awesome. What do you do, Ish? You don't have to be like specific if it's secretive. But what do you do? Hello. When spring comes, I feel like the music's... Oh, yeah. So you see, some of these phrases are repetitive, and that makes me a little sad. Beauty of your day, eh? What can your pal Erlene do for you, stranger? Your name is Jet, and Eddie sent you? Well, he must have gotten down off his high seahorse if he sent you to us. Now, my sister and I can tell you everything about raising happy and healthy animals on your farm. I've been holding onto the key to that coop near your farm. Ah, that's what that is, since no one was using it. Here, you can have it. Your coop can house the roundest of fluff balls, the cottontail, and my personal favorite, the chickoo. After you purchase an animal, you need to register it in your coop ledger. This is important. If an animal isn't registered, it won't know where home is. You can also use the ledger to rename them, only if you want. Loretta names our animals, and I think she does a pretty good job. Now, this is a big step. This is another living creature that is now under your care. You need to let them out, feed them, give them attention, love them. So are you up for the challenge? Sure. Buy a chickoo. How? Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Dang, that's super cool. I'm worried about you not sleeping too, especially when Puck says an impromptu 12-hour sleep. He only did that once, though. That was one time. But no, I usually, so I will oftentimes take a nap if I know he's going to stream. I'll nap like right beforehand. I missed a couple of starts of his stream just because I was napping. But for the most part, you know, I'm there. So yeah, I'm totally good. Chugs coffee. Have you spoken with the mayor yet? Yeah. But, bye. Upgrade trough? Interesting. Hendrik. Oh, that's funny. But no, let's call you... Name for a chickoo. As long as you're taking care of yourself, you can't protect Chad if you don't. True. That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah. I feel totally fine. Again, I would, most of the times that he's streaming, I would probably be up Egg Slave. Let's see. I'd honestly be up anyway. Okay, how did it allow Egg Slave, but it wouldn't let me name my world Australia? What is up with that? We had to name it Straya. Also, are you following me? Okay. Do I need to be... Tap! I just turned it to stream and the first thing I see is Egg Slave. KFC. Oh, that would also have been a good name. Oh yeah, it also would let me name my house back again. By the way, friends, tomorrow we're playing Escape Academy with Tap, and I'm very excited. I can't wait. Australia doesn't exist, don't you know? I mean, that is sad news to hear. But, oh, you can only have a few. Mood unsure? Why are you unsure? Okay. Fresh air. What does this mean? Food? Pets? This maybe like if it was a horse, you would like brush it maybe? Unless it's a hammer. but I don't think it's a hammer. Oh, it says it over there. Food, petting, and fresh air. Okay. So, like... Oh. How's Fae Farm? I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun. Oh, I thought that's me. I thought that was the chicken. I was like, excuse? I was like, why does the chicken have such a deep voice? This isn't. Yeah. Anyway, it's me. Oh, okay. Wait. So, maximum feed reached. Okay, so that's what the fibers are for. Purchase an auto feeder trough. Oh, that's neat. Okay. I see. I see. Is that enough food for you? What else do you need? Are you fine? Fresh air. Oh, maybe it needs to walk around? That was weird. No, yeah, it was my character going like, oh. So hold on. If I do you get fresh air this way? How does this work? Are you getting fresh air? Do you feel fine? I need to go back to Erlene. There you go. Track that. Dance, I feel like there was something I was going to ask you. What in tarnation is going on here? I just saw that. I don't know. But I am enjoying this game tap. It's very fun. You can, like, jump? How many sim games do you know where you can jump? And that you can just, like, leap off of a cliff? You know? Let's see. So it's an extreme sim game, it really is. But friends, tomorrow, like I mentioned, we will be playing Escape Academy with Tap, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Oh, if you haven't heard, there's a potential for the East Coast to be hit with a Category 5 hurricane next week. Oh, wow. So, you know, keep all your East Coast friends in mind as the storm gets closer. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, please stay safe. Okay. Don't forget to give it lots of love and attention. Maybe you can walk it down past Eddie and ask him when's the last time he walked a fish. Okay, Loretta over there is excited to meet you. Learn about feeding animals. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited. It should be a good time. Gosh, what was I gonna ask? Can't remember. Hello. Yeah, everyone keeps saying, thanks for clearing the paths. Maybe that's just because this is the first time I'm talking to them since I did that, but it seems like they say that a lot. It's lovely to meet you. I'm going to teach you about feeding animals. It should only take a couple minutes. I'm sure if you're not too busy or something. You've bought your first animal. Now what? Now you have to feed your animals. You see, if you let your animals outside and there's grazing land around, they'll nibble to their heart's content. If there isn't enough grass to graze on, just plant some. Even in Azoria, not every day is a good day for animals. Some will go indoors if it's raining or snowing, and can you blame them? On days like that, you'll want to feed your animals with fodder, put the fodder in their trough, and your animals will eat it. Different animals like different kinds of fodder, so try cutting all sorts of weeds and grass. Why don't you go ahead and cut some weeds to get plant fiber, then load it. Yeah, okay, I did that, actually. Can I turn it in? Wait. Check in with Eddie and tell them about your experience raising. Okay. Oh, so it already did it, even. It was just like, you did it. Good job. And what do you need? It's time to cast your line for white perch, river cod, and salmon. You have the look of someone eager to learn. Learn to speak Chiku? Can't say I've ever thought to try. Wait, your wave emote is just the thing you need. Whenever you're in the area of your farm animals, try using that emote to call to them. Use the wave emote. Okay. That's the spirit. Head over to your farm, use the wave emote near any of your registered farm animals. Okay, well, we only have one, but... Now, what will happen if I, like... Hold on, where is this guy? Will my chicken follow me? Oh, we should pick all this up. I hate that. I have super ADHD. Yes, it wears a cape, so I lose mouth words often. Oh, man. Chat. Oh, look, I'm not trying to... chat will tell you that I often... Stop. I often will be like, oh, man, I need to tell you guys something, and then it just leaves me. I often forget words. Chat has to help me. Then it's okay. Okay, so did you and Crow and Pucks all know each other from early on? Where did you guys all meet? It's still far out for actual path forecast, but they are saying it looks like it could hit somewhere north of NC, and since the water is so warm, it will intensify to wow, that's no fun. That is no fun at all. But Tap, I'm gonna message you later about tomorrow. And just logistical things, I guess. I hosted movie nights at my house 2 years ago, and Crow showed up. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. And I met Pucks for him. That's so dope. I love that. Well done clearing those thorns, making life better for everyone on the island. You are. Okay, he's Yoda. I'm super sleepy, so I might not see it until tomorrow. No worries. And also, if you need to just go nap now, please do. Yeah, no press. But that's awesome. That's super cool. I love my job, but man, is the 5:30 a.m. start time wild? I bet. That is wild. But you'll get used to it. You're just getting it all together. Are you working tomorrow? I know you said that it's Monday through Thursday for your normal job, but are you going to be doing? Wanted to hang out for a bit while doing some tasks. Nice. Do you have to work tomorrow though? The old man of the sea. Did you have a good time learning about animals and whatnot? Oh geez, you're gonna make me blush. My sisters are wow. My sisters are all right, even if they're stuck in the dirt. I left out an important bit about the sinking of my poor Grace. The whirlpool that took her was a magical whirlpool. Though really, that should be of little surprise to anyone on this island. We seem to attract the strangest magical phenomena. No one is really sure about when the whirlpools started, but I've been tracking them, and I've noticed that they all start out at the beach with the entrance to the old saltwater mines. I bet my last sand dollar that whatever is causing the whirlpools is shut away in that mine. I'd go check. I'd go check it out myself, but the mines are locked ever since Cleo managed to wrangle all of the jumbles in there. Oh, jumbles are the objects that got animated by the wild magic. One day my steering wheel just rolled off and attacked me. It was wild, but we managed to get them all into the mines. I saw what you did with the magical staff of yours. Maybe, just maybe, you can handle some jumbles as well. You'll need to if you're going to find the source of the whirlpools. You're going to need the key to the saltwater mines first. Go and find Cleo and tell Eddie said yes. Must go into the mines. Working family business, but I'll be done by 3. Nice. Okay. If not sooner. Dope. All right. Right. Okay. Should I put my chicken back before I try to go into the mines? Well, we might not be able to today anyways, because it's 5. I'm sure time does not stand still when we're in the mine, so we may need to go like in the morning. Oh, chicken. Let's see. You got the keen eyes of an explorer. I do. Give me key. Give me key. By the way, Dan's question, Australia question. I'm sure the chicken will be fine. It'll just it'll fight with me. That's what they're for, right? These are fighting chickens. Australia adjacent question. Australia answer. Somebody calls you friend or buddy. How do you feel about that? Like if another Australian said something, 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 friend, or something, 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 buddy, how does that make you feel? Just teach the chicken to fight. Come on, put up your dukes. I've never heard that. Okay. Some people were saying that if someone ever called them friend, they would not like that. Or some other Australians were saying that they would not like that. And in fact, if someone said buddy, they'd be like... they would be... I don't know. Not suspicious of them, but sort of just like... what's the word? Disgusted? I don't know. I guess... I was interested in that because we in the U.S. we don't use mate. I don't care enough for it. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. We don't use mate, so everyone here uses, I think, probably like friend or buddy. So I was like, oh, should I not be doing that? should I adjust? I'm pretty easygoing. That's fair. That's totally fair. So I have the key now. Eddie sent you to get the key. Don't know if I can trust you with it. Sorry, now that I can't trust you to use it, we locked the mines for a reason. I can't let anyone in there. It's full of jumbles. It's true that you've been doing a bang-up job getting rid of the thorns. Tell you what, if you can show me that you're capable of taking care of yourself down there, I'll give you the key. Best way to show me your preparedness is to buy yourself a healing potion and cook some food. Wait, that's it? Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. I don't know how that necessarily helps, but whatever. Like, I dismiss it. Okay, that's fair. That's good. Okay. Wanted to make sure I wasn't, you know, accidentally putting somebody off by calling them friend. Just bring back, I mean, I do say dude. I do say dude. But I feel like that's different. That's like, I don't know. It's a bit different. That's very neutral. I'll say friend or buddy very like, to friends or buddies, I guess, you know? So I need a healing potion. Give. I'll buy 2, not 10. Is that probably fine? And then I'll go and cook. And we'll also put the chicken back. I hope it's gotten enough fresh air. I don't know what else it wants from me. And I can't remember who this was, but someone said that I should just say, if I was talking to an Australian, I should just say mate. And I said, is that weird if I do that? Would it be weird? Like, is it odd if, stop following me? I was like, is it weird if I call it would? Not at all. Okay, I didn't know if they'd be like, oh, this guy's trying. Oh wait, hold on. Is it outside now? Will it just go inside on its own?
Bearded man before you.
And Meme Girl 131, welcome in. How's it going?
Streamer.
Wait a minute. Do I need to? Are you fine? Follow me. They're fine. I'm sure they're fine. Okay, and that's good to know. So I can, whoops. Food. Give me turnip and berries. That's too much, but whatever. Oh. How many do I have? Gosh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, make mushies. Oh. Oh, okay. What's that? What is this? What's the noise? I don't know what's happening. Does it mean it's done? Maybe that just means it's done. It sounds like something bad is happening. Would Australians gatekeep a word like that? They seem too cool to gatekeep. I mean, maybe. But it feels, I don't know. Feels like I'm appropriating something by starting to use mate. Especially because I say it like mate. And not as cool as they say it. It's not even our word. Is it more of like UK in origin? Where does it come from? By the way, was I picking? No, I wasn't. Okay. It must just mean that that's ready. Is British. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I do hear British people using it as well. But I feel like it is so much more... It is much more iconic because of Australians. IMO. No offense to the British. Return to Cleo. We'll just let those cook. Do I have time? Do I have time? Hold on. Is she here? I'm glad I checked. Noah France? Noah France. Where is she? Oh, there you are. Mate's just, it just feels so, I mean, I don't know. It just feels very, when I think of it though, I think of it as being very Australian. And I don't know, it just sounds so cool. Noah France, is he nice? I hope so. I sure hope so. I got food and stuff. Can I go into the mines now? Let's see. You got potions, food. Yep. I love that they're like, by the way, the creatures are like incredibly dangerous. I'm not really concerned if you have like weapon experience. I just need you to have food and potions. Where's my... Oh, there it goes. Tap, I hope you have a great night. Get some sleep. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. Can't wait. Think you can handle it from here, and this is the key. Before you go running off, I've got another thing or two to teach you about exploring dungeons. So dungeon is what we adventurers call any large, potentially risky place. Yeah. You can leave a dungeon at any time you like, but when you return, you'll have to work your way through all the levels you've already explored, unless you make some dungeon seals as you go. I'll teach you how if you've got a minute. You're not busy with anything, right? So a dungeon seal is a bit of a mechanical magic that lets you revisit a specific floor of a dungeon directly without having to explore the floors above first. A little magic, a little crafting ingenuity, and you have yourself a bona fide shortcut. All you need is the copper to make one, and guess where that is? In the dungeon. Keep in mind that you have to place a dungeon seal. You have to place dungeon seals in order. Place one in the first level down, then the second, and so on. So why don't you try making a dungeon seal? You'll craft that in a seal crafting station. Classic. If you don't already have one, you can probably construct one pretty easily. So, I have to get copper from the dungeon. So I won't be able to do that tonight. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, there's a scroll. Give scroll. Give scroll. Got a pink checkered rug. Classic. Well, that's good. Maybe I'll try out saying mate sometime. See if I get any, like, glares. Ooh, cooking level 3. I wonder if that makes it go faster. They're not explaining to me what that actually means. It works. They'll just glare at me. Say, who are you? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Right. Welcome to my humble abode. I wonder if I'm gonna need better mining gear. I don't have time. I might as well just go to sleep. Just don't try to put on an accent. Okay. That is good to know, because knowing me, I would try probably. Though sometimes I feel like I have to if I'm saying like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to say Melbourne normally without trying to put on an accent. That's it. That like, because we would say Melbourne, which that's definitely not right. So anytime I say it, I feel like I have to. There's like a little slight accent comes out. Melbourne. And my voice deepens for some reason whenever I'm trying to say something with an Australian accent. Dear Jet, you already know how to take care of thorns. Just thwack them with your staff and presto smacko, they disappear. But you know, a staff's more than just for taking out magical obstacles. You can use it to defeat jumbles too. Jumbles are leftover things that nobody wants. Wow. Brought to life by magic. They get bored and angry, and sometimes they even attack people. But if you can defeat them in magical combat, they'll return to the ether. Well, if you feel ready for some of that, just keep exploring deeper in the mines. Though if I were you, I might go see Drac the Battle Master first. He could show you how to really wallop. Should I? It's this guy. Yeah. I feel like we already know. Wow, too real. I know, that's what... I was like, yeesh. These are just like... These are... Nobody... They had so much garbage, I guess, that the furniture just turned sentient? Is that what's happening? Is that the lore? Just all of their furniture became violent? I think that's what's happening. Hello. Oh, and well met. We're friends. Well, not really. Acquaintances. Hey there, champ. The name's Drac. Whoa, is that an actual magical staff? Careful waving that thing around. I know you're trying, but can tell you don't have any training. Good news for you, I'm a great teacher. Okay. Defeat any enemy 10 times. It's all about stance and balance. Feel the weight in your hands and keep loose. Swing with your whole body, not just your arms. Yes, I want to fight some jumbles. Okay, so I do have to go to the mines. I wonder if he can eventually teach me, like... Are there, like, skills? Okay, so... To get to the mines... The terrifying concept, yeah. They're just... Everyone seems real cool about it, though. Yeah, our furniture... Oh, there's the thing. Our furniture came to life. It's fine. A ribbit rug. I want it. Our furniture came to life. It's no big deal. But yeah, they attacked people. And they stuffed them all into a mine. It's about time for me to head off. Have fun fighting the jumbles. See you tomorrow for Escape Academy. Have a great night. Sassy, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Uncover the switch to unlock the door or place a dungeon seal in the teleporter. Is that what this is? Copper seal it is. Okay. One. Can I make that go away? Yes. I need copper. Hide hint. Okay. What is this? Stone. Where's copper? Ooh. Oh, that's a muscle. Oh, hello. You're shiny. Coal. And we got a recipe for a copper ingot. I wonder if we have to, like, there's a... Would that be a forge? No. What would that be? Like a refiner, maybe? I wonder if there's a refiner that we can build. Okay. These all are normal rocks, I think. Right? Oh! I see. Okay, so the switch was hiding on the ground, or under a rock. Let me get this. So am I going down yet? Are we at, what floor am I on? Yes, okay. I need aha! I bet you might be copper. Yes, please. Okay, I'm not seeing any enemies though. Those all look like normal rocks that we can get in town. Again, I'm also curious about magic in this game because we have a mana bar and nothing seems to actually use it unless when we start attacking enemies, if that goes down. But that seems. You know what? I should also be. I wonder if there's a. I guess I have to break rocks anyways because there's going to be a switch under one of them. But I wonder if there's a way to know. Like, if you can spot the switch. Okay, maybe it's just under special rocks. Both of them. What's over here? Anything? Let's see. Okay. Map? There isn't like a dungeon map. Okay. It's fine. So I wonder if some of this stuff now, because there's been a lot that we haven't been able to craft. I wonder if lumber station, cute chair. I wonder if this is the material we were missing, or some of the metals, copper and coal and whatever else we've gotten. Some of the noises, I don't know what that means. All right. Mine. Okay. Maybe my hypothesis is not right. But I don't see... None of them look like they could be potentially housing the button. So I guess we'll just start... Maybe just randomly spawns. I wonder. Go. Button. Come on, show me some enemies. I want to fight. Emmers, are you ready at the Yimit's friend's place? Are you guys driving? Oh, there's an enemy. Looks like a compass or something. Can't wait to fight it, but I need these copper ores. Come on. I wonder what this part would be like with multiplayer. It actually would probably be pretty fun. Oh. Okay. Easy peasy. Rough citrine and copper ore. Alright. That's pretty easy. Looks like the third hit has like a lot of range. Been here since 4:30. Nice. Okay, so you're just lounging. That's dope. Craft and place seal crafting station. We can't do that here, so that'll be... Once we get back. Okay. Do-do-do-do. I wish you could eat more than one at a time. Actually, hold on. Ooh. Hello. Oh, look at that. Chest. Oh, okay. It showed it's like... Oh, no! Oh, come on. At least it looks like you can... Oh, it gives, like, nothing. It looks like it can, It does get interrupted by objects, which is nice. Dope. You're dead. You need to fight how many? 10? Trying to speed run these. I don't want to get trapped in here. Or I don't want the day to end before I knock that out. So, I can't do anything with this, right? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Okay. Come on. How much? I have 28. Sounds. I bet if we have to have copper to make seals, I bet we need, like, it's gonna be a lot. And it seems like copper's pretty common, so we're probably gonna need a lot of it. Alright. Punch this guy. Magic level 2. Crit chance +1. I like these shiny things. Citrine. See, yeah, my mana isn't going down, so I guess maybe we learn some spells later, which would make sense. Since it's like a magic wand, but we're using it as like a hammer. Man, I miss! Right, it goes for my cursor. I forget. I love that you kill an enemy, and it's like, you know what? I could make a bookshelf out of this. You unlock the recipe for bookshelf. From its murder. From its murder, we learn recipes. I could make a really cool bookshelf. Oh, classic. Kill him. You know what? I could use the skin of my enemies to make a house. exactly. What's funny also is that, again, these are all furniture items, so we're using the animated furniture to then make non-animated furniture. That hopefully they don't turn into, you know... Hopefully they don't turn into, you know, live creatures, because apparently that happens here. What am I doing? Consume. Let's see how far that'll take us. Yeah, look, we're just unlocking all these recipes. Recycling at its finest. You're not wrong. I used the stones to break the stones. Or to destroy the stones. What kind of movie nights did you used to hold, Dance? Just watch movies on my big TV. Nice. What kind of movies do you like? With snacks and good times? That sounds dope. I used to do that a lot. I was kind of that guy in high school a little bit. I'd always invite friends over to watch movies because I like movies. I haven't been able to watch as many, I feel like, recently. But I always enjoyed just bringing people over and... honestly, we typically watched movies that I had seen before. And I think, I don't know where this falls exactly, but I love showing people stuff that I like, if that makes sense. So, like, if it was a movie, it's sort of like me sharing, I want you guys to also enjoy this thing, if that makes sense. So, I was kind of the same way with music a little bit. I always made... like playlists for people because I just wanted to, like, I've got these cool songs, but like, what if you also like these cool songs with me? You're going to Crow's tonight. We're gonna watch movies and eat snacks and have Dino Nuggies. That's awesome. That's awesome. And Dino Dance. Ooh, look at that thing. Hello. Seems dangy. Boo. Well, no. I mean, I guess I guess date night that's fair. That's important. But like also but also I mean, has he considered just taking Tegan to watch movies? I mean, that's date night. I want to fight that thing, but I'm afraid. Just end of sentence. Ooh, Peridot. Perido. What is your attack pattern? I want to see what you do. Kite him. Octawheel. Ooh, a whirlwind potion. Oh gosh. Oh no. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was a rock. Okay, let's get just a little bit more copper. It looks like... So, okay. In the normal day, it does not penalize us if we're not in bed when the day's over. I wonder if we will be fine. Like, even if... Also, abandoning the boys is a criminal offense. I know, that's how I feel. Peridot? Peridot? It was right. It's a semi-precious gemstone. Green usually. Ooh. Gotta get the last remaining things. Oh, wow. Let's just see. Let's see if I can... Let's just see what's at the next floor. Let's see if we can find anything. Speed running. Speed running. Oh, wait. Ah! Okay, well, we got one more peridot. Okay, yeah, we didn't sell anything. New day has begun. Okay, so... Alright. If I... beverage station. An invention that brews and mixes a variety of energy-restoring beverages that can also cool you off or warm you up. Seal crafting, that's what we want. Alright, good. We got... Should I put this in my home? Maybe I should put this in my home. I can't. Never mind. Maybe it's unsafe. Unstable magics. What's... Stone forge. Invention that smelts ore into metal ingots. Lumber station. Cuts logs into lumber. Food prep table. Cooking hearth. Garden bench for preparing seeds. Interesting. A loom. Decorating table. Animal lure. Resistible lure that gathers farm animals nearby instead of letting them wander the farm. Only one can be constructed per farmstead. What is this? Lowlands Critter Conservatory. A delightful home for lowland critters. They go back outside after a while, leaving valuable resources behind. A gem polisher. Interesting. Let's... I don't know. Why not? Are you doing okay? Do you need something? Okay. Oh, I have to make sure you have food. La 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 la. There we go. Oh, there's an egg! I got an egg. Let's cook it. Okay, so I guess they just go inside on their own. I don't need to... Oh, I also need to water stuff. We're gonna leave that there, just because I want these to be on the same, like, timetable. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't have seeds, so I probably should... hold on. We're gonna sell some of these things. Oh, also... Okay, there's a couple people... Oh, wow, there's actually a lot of people who want to talk to me. I'm popular, finally! Imagine. Sell all this. I don't think we need these for anything.
Anyway, lead on.
Some potions now.
Allons-y, but not too fast.
Gilmore! Hello, just woke up from my nap. I don't know how long it was. It's the year... 23. I like how they had your hair. I know, it's like a little bit... It's like... I don't know anyone who would do that just at like completely just split in half. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But yeah, it's not bad. They also have a puck stash. I sent him pictures of it, but they have two very good puck stashes. Just do it. Hold on. Where are... yeah, check out. This was... I sent these to him because I was like, they're like they're sized correctly. Just about. Okay. Oh, right. I need to make a copper seal. That's why I made this. But Gilmore, how are you? I hope the nap was good. What's all this? A strong seal that activates a teleporter in a dungeon? Maybe we'll also make one of those and one of these. So maybe, okay. I wonder how many I need. We'll just make a couple extra. The one on the one on the right was pretty accurate. Yeah, it's like, gosh. Love when there's like a good beard, particularly in my case. But now I have an appreciation for if there's a good mustache, you know it's good. Okay. So I'm gonna wait. We got an egg. I would like to, I guess while we're waiting, we need much more produce. We need way more produce. This spot, we have 3,000 doll hairs. Let's go get some stuff. Also, I buy. I don't know if that was worth it. It was $2,500, but that's okay. This is trees. You sell veggies. It's like looking into a Puck's mirror. It really is. Okay, we need... How many spots did I just open? 9? I think. Is it wrong that I don't even want to buy the cauliflower just because I don't like cauliflower? Gosh, beans are expensive! That's fine. Okay, let's do that. Tree sun. Okay, hold on. Wait, that's not how you do this. Right, turn. Excellent. Okay, so now, boop 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 boop, boop boop boop. No, I need. Oh no, it was because it was. Well, I still need silt. That's okay. We'll just start planting beans. No. I thought I couldn't build any more. I was actually just trying to build one on top of the other one, but it's fine. Oh, I need to water all of this because plants need water. Pro tip. Make sure you water things. Okay. Dance, you play... Wait, what? Yeah, I know. I day one, I skipped, or the first real day, I just completely didn't even water anything. And then it was until the next day I was like, wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. Because you play a lot of sim games, Stans. What are your thoughts on stamina bars? Are they necessary? Digging efficiency. Humans do need water too. Is correct. I was wondering if that was coming. Same. Why do they have them? I think. Well, I asked. I think I asked this question in Puck's stream last night, and he brought up a good point, which is like, it's probably there so that way you use cooking mechanics as well. But is it really that necessary? This game is very generous with the stamina bar. I think it's clear that like in the mines you use it a lot more, but for the most part, when you're like out here, like it hasn't really been all that bad. But now I was just thinking, it almost seems like the cooking is more important for also the dungeons. Because you can then, well, I guess it's for stamina still. I just don't like stamina bars. Yeah, I know. That's a good point. But is it fun? That's what, I think that's what, I don't know. Just, I never like them. Give me, wait. Okay. Let's make some more. I just never find them particularly fun. Whoops.
This suave
And Bossy Girl,
bearded
welcome in. How are you?
Will soon be your fourth favorite streamer.
Oh, is that all I had? That's okay. It's still stupid, not a fan. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I think it's a mechanic that it's tired. Just chilling, nice. Are you also playing Fae Farm? We started yesterday, and I'm really enjoying it. I suppose I don't need to carry these with me. Let me throw these. What don't I need? Everything else is food and energy, and then these seals, which I don't really know what they do. I don't know what... So you can make... I made several different seals of different types, and I'm curious if... Oh, hold on. Let's go turn in this quest here first. If different floors have different requirements for the seals, maybe. Pre-ordered my game today, so I'll be picking up tomorrow for the Nintendo Switch. Nice! I'm really enjoying it, so I hope you like it too. If you like stuff like Stardew, I feel like it goes pretty well. I'm liking it. We're day 7? I think we're day 7. Chapter 3. The first 3 chapters were like very fast. 60 seems like a lot. Yeah, it is a hefty price. I actually thought it was cheaper than that. I didn't realize that it was $60. I thought it was like 40, but yeah, it is a bit expensive. It is nice that it is multiplayer though, so like if you had other people, you could do all of this together. That would probably make it really fun, I think. Especially going down to the mines, because then you could break up all of those rocks and like progress through it really quickly, I bet. Okay. The champ is back. Oh, he said there's more to it than like just there's more to it than just swinging the mage staff around. But I'll teach you that later. No, teach me that now. But I want it now. I can't hear. Oh no. That's okay. You're probably not missing very much. Also, I'm wondering if I should get into another game when it's prize prepping season. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I will say keep an eye out, Emmers. Oh, Emmers, you weren't here when I mentioned this. Later this month, Level 5 is doing a direct. So, like Professor Layton and all that stuff. I think it's like the 20-somethingth. I'm really excited though because they're doing Fantasy Life, which is going to be kind of similar to this in some way. So that I'm like, that might be the next. That might be, you know, one of the next big games and stuff. Pre-ordered my game today, so I'll be, yeah, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I've really been enjoying the game so far. Let's see. What an exceptional specimen! Haha. While I was specifically speaking about the flowers, you seem rather exceptional as well. Well. Anyone can be exceptional given the right parameters. What is the quest you have for me? Oh my, there's Animal Crossing flower breeding. Oh gosh. Oh no, and it's a quest. That was like one of the things I not hated. I just never did in Animal Crossing because it was just so time consuming. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. No. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just was not prepared for that. I didn't know it was necessary. What do you have for me? Looks like you're ready to level up your selling game. Now that you've got the stock, you can invest in produce stands. More stands mean more space to sell means, wow. More stands mean more space to sell means more profit. Why can't I read that like a normal person? Are you curious to know how to level up your selling game? Sure. Also, don't call me hun. I knew we were cut from the same cloth. All you need to do is buy a produce stand from me. See, this is where it begins. This is like an MLM. Hey, you need to spend money to make money, right? So this is an MLM. Open shop. Wait. Oh, I need $2,000? Okay. I guess we'll wait for that a little bit. I like the no. I think the no needs to randomize your no and Disco Elysium guy saying, oh no. Oh, maybe we can, yeah. Oh no. You know what it is. Oh, I unlocked them, like, well, here's the thing that confuses me. So this says unlocks. It's not really an unlock. It's basically just saying you have the ability to maybe buy these items at a certain point. But we unlocked a monocle, which is pretty dope. Where's this guy? Hello? What do you need? It's bad. Say now, one farmer to another, have you been experimenting with soil beds and fertilizers? Don't you worry, I'll take you through it. Actually, we have some fertilizer, I think. Certain produce is only available during certain seasons. Now, what do you think would happen if you could always have spring soil? You got it. You'll be able to grow spring produce year-round. You've outsmarted nature herself. Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can start playing with fertilizers. Some of them speed up growing, some increase your yield, and some, if you believe it, even have a chance to transform your crop into something else entirely. We have, like, one of those, I think. A lot of the characters are very adorable in this game. Let me introduce you to the art of soil type, blah, 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 blah. One bounteous fertilizer on crops. I think we have that. Oh, and he's giving me one. Perfect. All right, let's go do that. Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's like a snow area. Oh, I'm freezing? I'm freezing? I don't know what that means. But when a freeze meter pops up, I get a little nervous. Come on. There we go. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yeah. I need a jetpack. There we go. All right. So. Where's that? Did he say he just gave me one? But I have one in here, right? No. Where's the fertilizer? I thought... Wait, dungeon tracker. What does this do? Oh, there's also multiple... Oh. We actually did a lot of progress. That's why there's multiple seals now. So there's different dungeons. I see. I thought it was just the one. What was... Look at all these. Oh, the wave emote. How do I do this? Wave emote. Where's the chicken? Inside? Freeze meter? I'm Alaskan. Right. Wait, what's this? Ah, neat. Okay. Look, we're learning so much stuff. Oh, egg slave. So, if I were fertilizer. Did he not say that he... Place 1 bounteous fertilizer on crops. For sure someone gave me one. Farming? I guess well, I wonder if the shops are still open. What is that? Oh, it's a slug. Or snail, I mean. I know what things are. Fertilizer, fertilizer. Was it you? No. Those are just... Is it you? Yes. Bounteous. I buy one. I also want... Let's try... The magic one. Why not? See what happens. Okay, now let's do that. Let's just see. Where's Jeremiah? No. That's who I need to talk to. There you go. Yeah, a lot of the... You see, I really like the character designs in this game. They're... I feel like they're just all really adorable. It's a very cute game. Nicely done. Yeah, we'll see what we get. Oh, we got 1,000? We got just so much money from that. Wow. Cleo. What you want? Wait, there's a scroll. Well, we'll try to find that next time. What do you need? Welcome back. The sweat on that brow tells me you've been working hard. Look at you. You made a seal. Well done, fellow adventurer. Soon you'll be slipping through those dungeon levels like a spring peeper through a grease trap. Now, I know the mayor went ahead and included a set of basic tools with your home, but I'm sure you'd like to upgrade them at some point. The mayor mentioned it, but never followed up? Wow, that sounds like a lot like our mayor. Well, let me walk you through it. Oh, wow, it's getting political. Using better materials can make the work easier. Give a higher yield or even work on some objects that are too hard for the more basic tools. You can visit our local blacksmith, Cinder. She can craft you anything as long as you can provide the materials. Surely you don't surely you don't expect her to have the time to mine metals. Oh, right. We have metals now. Okay. So. Oh, everyone's asleep now. Okay. I wonder if oh yeah, what is this? Hold on. Aquamarine seal. You see, I see. I see. I see. Stone Forge. Can we... What do we need for Stone Forge? I need more stone. Kind of makes sense. I don't know if we're going to have enough time. Oops. More stone. More stone. Gosh. Time moves just so fast. How much did I need? Nice. We have exactly enough. Oh, rotate. Neat. Hold on. Can I move you? All right. So, I guess before I make anything, I'll go tomorrow. Figure out what we need to, like, upgrade some stuff. Pickaxe seems important. And then we'll, and then we'll come back and do the things. We'll make ingots. I guess I should water stuff. I guess. And feed my chicken. Oh, hello. Okay, wait. Wave email. How do I wave at you? Just says pet. Settings. Is there an emote? Emote wheel. B. Ah, look at that. There we go. I love that they didn't even tell you how to do that. You had to... They didn't tell you there's an emote wheel. Ow. Okay. Right. I also need to put food in here. Grab this egg. Okay. Also, maybe personal preference. I feel like this emote wheel is huge. I feel like this is... It could have been... Oh, wait. This is amazing. Okay, that's... The cozy one was so good. Adorable. I love it. My favorite, the cozy. Perfect. Okay. Let's go to Cinder. See what she's got. This will probably be our last day, I think. Cinder, where are you? Pickaxe. Copper ingot. Are these all copper? Yes. Okay, we can actually upgrade most of these. So let's go ahead and do that. That's 6, right? Wait. Let me just double check. No, 5. Need 5. I think we'll prioritize the watering can last.
Not so long ago, in the mysterious
Still
land
can't believe they put you in the
of
game.
Toronto, Canada.
It's the hair is like a little off. It's a little too centered, but also I wish I had a scar. I wish I had a cool scar on my face. That would be cool. But Gizmo, how's your day? Can I make... Oh no, I can only make 2. Oh, so close to having 3. Okay, we'll prioritize the pickaxe and we'll see. Going okay. How was work? You seemed yesterday that you're over the week. It seemed like you're kind of over this week. Hey, wait. Don't I have copper? Did I? Oh, you know what? It's making the ingots currently. I didn't. It takes a second. That's what's happening. I didn't pick them up. It's not an instant thing, everybody. Very much over this week. I feel that. I don't blame you. Right. Yeah, it's doing stuff. Let it cook. I mean, I feel like my week overall has been pretty good. It hasn't been terrible, but I totally get just, you know, just being done with it. 1 ingot. Something else we need? Not really. I do like, I will say, another, just like a small thing that I like in this game is that it already pulls your materials from your storage. You don't have to have them in your pockets. That makes it so much easier. Animal Crossing never did that, even though people desperately asked for it. But like, I don't know. I feel like that's a good quality of life thing. How's your day week? My day week has been pretty good. Overall, I feel like, you know, it's had its moments, but overall it's been a pretty good week. Okay, wait. The collection menu kind of confuses me sometimes. Yeah, it's been a good week overall. I actually have to, when I finish stream, I actually have to go on a little journey to go drive a bit and then come back. I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm playing Escape Academy with Tap. Yay! Okay. So we have a better pickaxe, and now... so I'm looking forward to that. And I don't know... Let's go with the axe. A better axe. Because there are trees we can't cut down. I'm excited. I haven't played it at all, so... It'll be a fun little... excursion. Try it out. See if people like it, also. We're gonna go into... I really want to go into the mines again. Of Moria. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, it's over here. So, I wonder... Oh, it said you have to do them in order. So, I have to... Wait. That's so dumb. That you can put a seal on the first floor. That's dumb. Okay, that was a lot faster. Where are the special ones? I think those are... That's it. Oh, wait! The door is open! Does it remember? Because that's nice. So then we had to put another seal here. So do I now have to find the switches anymore? Ah, looks like it. I'm here for that. I thought I thought it was like a thing where it almost like a procedural dungeon sort of, where then you started from scratch every time. In a way, you start like probably where the last one of those are, but still, this is much better. That you can just run to the last floor you were on. Yeah, overall my week's been pretty good. Gizmo, here's a question for you. Are you introverted or extroverted? Kappa. We were talking about introversion and extroversion yesterday. You kind of give me the impression that you're maybe in, like, close to the middle somewhere. But I could be wrong. Okay. This is the last seal I have. For now. Oh, right. I need to kill you. More copper. What did this give me? Coal? I don't know what I need coal for. Maybe I shouldn't focus on that. Music. I just did something. And I don't know what I just did, but I think I beat a story quest. Fae farming evolved? What's happening? What did I do? Staff fighter redeemed. What is happening? Are these all quests that I'm... Quests. What? To redeem. Ah. Oh, ready to redeem. I don't know what just happened. Apparently I was doing stuff. Wish I could. It dodged. Where's this thing? Oh. Oh, this door's locked. So maybe he doesn't remember. Oh! I wonder if the door's opened because I put a seal down? Hey, that's what happened. That's interesting. Okay. Nice. Because, yeah, this is the first floor that I haven't been able to put one down. gobble up some food. It was a feisty mimic. Yeah, we got some mimics up in here. Okay. Really wish there was a way to like eat a whole bunch of these at one time, but it's okay. Or if the menu was like below the food that you're clicking on, I feel like it'd make it faster. Oops. Yeah, so all of these items, all of the enemies are furniture items that were not wanted and were thrown away and now attack people. They were able to lure them all into the mines, and now they just attack people. Like you do. This is a dark take on the Brave Little Toaster. It really is. Gosh. And to be fair, the Brave Little Toaster is already kind of dark. The scene where they're at the dump. Oh, no. And the air conditioning unit. Do you guys remember that? Right? Is it the air conditioner? Why are you bringing up dark memories? I'm so sorry. It's just... I have to. I can't be the one to carry this burden. Mana steal chance. I'm not even using mana, but that's dope. Like, I remember enjoying that movie a lot. I really liked the blanket. The blanket was my favorite character, I think. But yeah, the air conditioning unit. Dark times. I'm just gonna stare into the abyss for a minute while I... Oh. Where are you? Come over here. Oops. Dark times, everybody. Dark times. Kids show of or kids movie from the 90s. Surprisingly dark. Surprisingly a dark tale. Yeah, I just got mana. But again, I'm not using mana. Oh, I'm done. There you go. So I don't know. I need them to teach me magic. So tomorrow we're playing the Escape Academy with Tab. I don't know when we'll be coming back to this, so I might play a bit of this off stream. Or not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I haven't really had that much time to game, to be honest, this past week, so... Don't really know when I'll... Okay, we don't have... Oops. Eat food. We have like, we're on the last hour, just about. Ow. Is that like a ship's wheel? What's the like living part? I like that sound. Did I? Doors open. Rare fish yield more fillets and sell for more. Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's deal with the small guy first. Excellent. Ooh. Okay, we're starting to get back to the green stuff. We don't have a lot of that. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. This is the last floor we'll get to. That's probably it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I won't waste any more food. Let's see. Oh, that's happening. Oh, we're waiting for them to send me home. Oh, that's not. Oh, what is this? What did I have too many keyboards on my... and mice on my desk. Yep, we didn't sell anything. That was it. I was expecting maybe a little bit more. Let's see something. Sounds like someone's bragging about... No, not at all. I have too many keyboards. Not at all. The keyboard I bought... So this is on a Steam Deck, for those who don't know. I realized, because I wanted to play a lot of these point and click games, that I needed to get a... No, I wasn't trying to wait for them to all be ready so that I can just plant things all together. And like harvest them at the same time. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Oh, I realized that in order to play these games on my Steam Deck, that I was going to need a keyboard and mouse because the only ones that I have are Mac compatible or are the Apple stuff. So I bought literally the cheapest keyboard and mouse I could find. So they're nothing special. But I'm just not used to having multiple stuff here. So I keep on grabbing the wrong keyboards and then looking over. I'm like, why is nothing happening? You know, that old chestnut. Let's see. Okay, we're going to... I think we're safe. If not, it's saved at the start of the day, probably. But anyway, this has been... I wonder... Hold on. Join world. I wonder if it's... Oops. Oh, boy. I wonder if... I'll have to do that later. I wonder if you can import a character from that you're doing, or if you have to make someone completely new. It probably makes sense that you would have to start from scratch. Put this away. It makes sense that you would have to start from scratch. That's like how Stardew and all of them do it, so it makes sense. But alrighty. Friends, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, like I mentioned, we are playing Escape Academy with Tapacado. It's kind of rare that we do any kind of thing with anybody. And so I hope to see you guys here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tap is wonderful. If you don't know him, he is hilarious and has a wonderful voice. Very easy to listen to. And so I think you guys will enjoy the hangs with him. We're going to be doing a multi-stream, so there will be a link so that you'll be able to tune into him simultaneously. I believe with Escape Academy, it actually starts split screen. I think we're gonna turn that off, so that way we have to focus more on communication. That'll be a challenge, which I think will be fun. I think that's kind of the point in a lot of ways. Otherwise, you can't play it where it's split screen. I think that's an option to turn it off. I'll double check. But friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Just a couple of thank yous real fast. Mean Girl, thank you so much for the follow. And a Bossy Girl, thank you so much for the follow as well. I hope that if you are picking up Fae Farm, that you enjoy it. And for those that are here, if you enjoyed Fae Farm and are interested, you can actually click that link there and it'll take you to the Steam, Epic, and Nintendo Switch pages. They're also tracking that link to see if anybody from here clicks on stuff. So, you know, if you just want to click on stuff, I'm not here to stop you. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me today. I've got still to do some stuff. It's 6:30. Day's not over. So I've got to go do some things and stuff. But friends, I hope you have a fantastic evening. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!